Hi guys, this is Michael from Nomadic Insights. On today's due diligence video, we're going to take a look at UiPath Inc. UiPath Inc. is one of the three market leaders in robotic process automation and is currently led by CEO Daniel Dines. Daniel is originally from Bucharest, Romania, and is previously a Microsoft veteran. They have really bootstrapped UI path, which has gone through several name changes over the last 15 years, into one of the leaders in robotic process automation. Looking at the platform, it is really cool from a software development perspective. I have really enjoyed looking at the technology. So one of the really nice things about this company, just from a quick, soft factors analysis, is that both Gartner and Forrester are rating it as the current market leader in robotic process automation. So I think that as we look at Microsoft going more towards artificial intelligence in the cloud, as well as Salesforce, UiPath, especially for Salesforce, becomes what looks to be a very good acquisition target. So there could be a pretty quick exit for investors here, which is one of the things I really like and I think is cool about UiPath. So, in terms of its overall product and solution, what UiPath does is it essentially builds artificial intelligence robots to handle process automation. So, instead of dummy or rote process automation, the automation is actually adaptive and uses an artificial intelligence model to perform tasks that are routine, that have different options. If you think of this as option A, option B, then option C, the robot will move to perform those tasks. So if you're using an automation tool like me, like Zapier, I'm like, I want this robotic automation tool. It sounds really cool. I can't get it though, sadly. So in terms of Form S1C, the big things here are, the company is growing like wildfire, but it is not currently profitable. So they have about 7,968 customers, and most of those customers have annual revenue over 100,000. So there's about 1,000 customers too. If you look at the Form S-1 that was filed with the SEC, that's good, but still we're looking at a $92 million loss. So again, I like Daniel's story a lot. I like kind of this guy who grew up in Eastern Europe, started a company, really focused on building, solid software tools. That really resonates with me. And I think that UiPath looks like a very interesting long-term or mid-term investment, and it feels a lot less fugazi than kind of speculation in crypto right now, as we're looking at plays in next generation internet. I'm pretty sure Kathy Wood's going to be all over this company now that I'm looking at it. So now one of the big things is, from a risk factor perspective, they may not be able to successfully manage our growth, may not be able to grow efficiently. So there are a lot of risks here, but I think that one of the Forbes articles that I came across, which I like, which really is looking at, the other competitors. So you have Automation Anywhere, which is founded by Mihir Shukla. Well, he's the CEO, and then you also have Alistair Bethgate, who's the CEO of Blue Prism. Personally, the gorilla in the room, or the first mover, the 800-pound gorilla, really is UiPath. But that being said, robotic automation is highly competitive. And while there are several patents on file with the US Patent and Trademark Office, that's no guarantee that UI Solutions is going to be successful with its process automation. So some of the things that I'm looking at, I really want to see, more Salesforce and CRM integration with some of Salesforce is automation features. And I don't see some of the CRM native integration that I would like as a developer who's working with enterprise CRMs and Salesforce. That would be really cool to see. The like, it's cool. I think the technology is really cool, but that doesn't necessarily make it a good investment decision. So it is going public this week, I believe, through appears to be a traditional IPO. So there's not going to be as much of this helter skelter, Wild West, wait all day craziness like we had with the Coinbase IPO last week. And I do really like UiPath's founder's backstory, his technical experience as a developer. This is a guy who knows software. This is a guy who's worked in enterprise, and he's built what appears to be an extremely solid company. I would personally rate UiPath a buy, and I will be participating in the IPO because the technology is cool. And this process automation, or AI with business process automation, really is where the action is going in the enterprise. And I think this company is going to have a fairly strong economic moat once it establishes profitability in its niche, because robotic process automation is not something that's easy to switch from a software perspective. So once you're in, and that's pretty good from an investment perspective. But I do think that the road to full profitability, it's a competitive market, and it's going to be a bumpy ride, and they're going to most likely be bought. This is a company that feels like it's going to be bought. Given the recent acquisition by Microsoft and Nuance Communications for healthcare AI, UiPath may stay independent because its CEO and founder is still there, but it just says acquire me, especially Microsoft. The fact that he's a Microsoft guy originally, I'm like, this might get acquired at some point. But for the short term, I think the IPO feels good, looks good. Yeah. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes. Do your own research, and tell me what you think in the comments below. And every Tuesday, we roll out an IPO due dil. This is coming a little bit early, mostly because I want to stay ahead of the actual IPO. So thanks so much, guys, and have a great one, okay? Bye.